Hi, everyone. My name is Charlie Klausner. I am doing this final component of our class where we teach a lesson. Unfortunately, I'm not with students at the moment, so this will be a mock virtual lesson. I have two lessons ready and prepared, one that deals with fourth grade social emotional health, and the second one deals with middle school college counseling. So those are the two lessons I'm going to present. I'm going to try to keep them in two separate videos. Um, and I'm going to start with the college one. So I hope you enjoy and let's get started. Oh, okay. Moment. There it is. Okay, here we go. So, oh, the places you will go. This is the title of this particular lesson here. Let me just get it started up like this. So this is the title, just kind of giving students a chance to connect with where they're going to go in life. It is March 16th today. This is would be a seventh grade to getting them ready for college now. Here are the directions. So this is helpful for me to make sure that I hit the time mark. I have all the components of the lesson. I have all the grade level and all the information, the procedures, which is super important. I kind of built this into the PowerPoint and the directions are included. This is a really good reminder for me. So part one is we're going to learn about some colleges. Now I would be setting this up with the students. So welcome everyone. Welcome to class today. As we know, it's really important to start with our goals. Goals help define who we want to be. And one of the big things we can do in life is to have a college or career relationship after we graduate high school. So we're either going off to college or we're getting ready for our career. Now, we need to understand that there are post-secondary education opportunities out there for all of you. And it is important to be a lifelong learner. Not to brag, but Mr. Klausner is working on his third master's degree. He's been in school for over 20, 25 years, probably. So it's always good to be a lifelong learner. And that's what I hope to instill in you. We also want to develop our long and short term academic and career goals, which is important because you guys are in seventh grade and you might think 12th grade is a long way off. And it is, but it'll be here before you know it. And lastly, we will be doing some independent work on this assignment towards the end. So make sure you are ready for your homework and pay attention. Now, our GLOs, which we know are our growth learner outcomes, we're going to develop great thoughts on how to be complex in our thinking and our strategies. We're going to effectively communicate, especially when it comes to our presentation portions. And then lastly, effective and ethical users of technology, because you will be researching on the internet, you'll be getting photos and even on YouTube, maybe working to find video resources to help you. So you got to be ethical and effective. We talked in the past what those mean. I love this image at the bottom right here because it reminds me of Wall-E, that Pixar movie where he's growing, that one leaf is growing, and it's the indication that life might be sustainable back on planet Earth. So this is you guys growing into all three of those things. Now, the goal of this is to research a college slash university. I picked them out, and it's important before we make any big life decision to gather information. Therefore, in this lesson, we'll learn both mathematics, which is what I teach, and we'll highlight the ins and outs of the college experience. We'll also learn useful skills, like I said, in the mathematics, like addition, rounding, measurement, and data, and more, which are some of our big standards, especially when we work with the thousands of dollars, um, thousands of students, and thousands of miles. So we're going to be measuring, using data, and learning about one of these schools. So which schools are we going to work with? Well, because Mr. Klausner has a personal connection to almost every one of these, I've decided to choose these for you. Now, under your chairs, you will find your university. I've taped them there so you can check it out now. Take a second to do that. So now that you have your school, let's talk about each one. We have Tulane University in New Orleans, University of Hawaii at Manoa in Honolulu, and Cornell University, my alma mater, whoop whoop, and the University of Alabama in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So this is important because I know a lot of you love football, and we have Tua Tagovailoa, who's one of our alums at St. Louis, who went off and played football there. We have Stanford University in Palo Alto, California, another great school, as well as the University of Hawaii at Hilo in Hilo, Hawaii. So you guys are going to have your school that you're going to research. Now, I always like to give you a rubric. I always like to tell you what a perfect score looks like. So here you can see that. Now we have the score on the top, 0, 1, or 2. And we have the category on the left, how far it is from Honolulu. It's US News ranking. How many students are there undergrad? How much does it cost 1 year to go there? It's really expensive to go to college in some places. So how much does it cost? How much does it cost if you're out of state? Let's say you live in Hawaii, but you want to go to Alabama. Well, you're going to have to pay out of state because you're not from that state. What's their school mascot? You got to include 2 photos of the campus, and then you need to link a video tour. So this is where you got to watch a video, find it on YouTube, and do a little campus tour. So this is great, a great way for you to get introduced. Now, all this needs to be written in complete sentences, or you will lose a point for each one, and we will grade it out of 16. There's 8 categories. The max you can get on each one is 2. So are you ready? Now, I will also make sure you guys have your materials. So it looks like everyone has their computer. You need internet access. You need PowerPoint or Google Slides. We also have some of the books, our college guides, so you can use those hard copy, and then you'll need somewhere to present when we come back on the B schedule. And if you want, you can do a colored pencil outline paper. So we can do a mock presentation to create a rough draft, and I have those supplies for you. Now, before we get started, I will have you complete this little pre-assessment. So you're going to write down 5 colleges or universities that you know. You can use some of the ones that we covered just a moment ago. All of you have at least one that's taped under your desk, but you're going to write down 4 more. You're going to write down how much does 1 year of college cost on average in the United States. What do you guess? So this is a good, what we call estimating in math. And then thirdly, what does it mean to be an in-state or out-of-state college student? I talked a little bit about that. And then maybe now you all have an idea. You might want to go to LSU because they have a good baseball team, or you might want to go to Stanford because you know they're really good at biomedical engineering. So maybe you have an idea. And if you don't, that's okay too. Just write down what college you might want to attend. And then mascots. Mascots are great ways we can identify with our university. So you're going to write down just 2 college mascots. The goofier, the better. There's one, it's called the Santa Cruz Banana Slugs. There's another one, the UC Irvine Anteaters. So there's some really good ones out there. So try to find a couple. Now, follow along with my presentation. You'll be making one for your university. So you got to make sure you pay attention and ask questions if you need help. We don't want to end up like this guy with questions going all over the place. So this is what yours will look like. You're going to have a chart. You're going to type in each one of these has its category on the left, and then the answer in a complete sentence on the right. So it says distance from Honolulu. Well, Cornell's 4,300 miles from Honolulu, Hawaii. So that is how you will respond. It's ranked 15th. It has 6,000 undergrad. This is the cost for in-state, out-state. Their mascot is Touchdown, the big red bear. And here are 2 photos of the campus. There's McGraw Tower. And here you can see some of the business school, actually. And then below is a video of the walking tour of Cornell University. So you can watch that if you want to get an extra one. But you will have to erase all of this information on the right and input it with the university that's taped under your desk. You're going to have to do all the research. You're going to have to look online, make sure you verify it, because you can lose points if you're off. Because all this is mathematics too. We have numbers, we have distances, we have dollars. So we're learning 2 things at once. Are there any questions on what we will be doing for the next 20 minutes? Okay, so your homework is to complete the grid that's on that last page for your university. And when we come back in, you're going to present it on our B day. So not only our B schedule day. So not only will you have to do the research, but you're going to have to develop some public speaking skills, get up in front of your classmates and give a little presentation on your university. Are there any questions for this assignment? Okay, well then I will give you all just one more minute and we will break. All right. And that is the first half, and I'm gonna open up another video and do the second half. Thanks.